Hello, this is um, presentation with job interview. Read the test. Job hunting is one of the most stressful situations in life. Of course, it's natural why this is the case. First of all, job hunting is stressful because usually or often when we're looking for a new job, it's because we lost an old job or we really need a new one, and that's stressful. It's extremely stressful to be without a job, to be unemployed, and to need a job soon. To need a job fast, week by week, your money gets lower and lower and lower. Week by week, you get more and more stressed out as you try to find a new job. Another reason job hunting is so stressful is that there's so much competition. All the good jobs have a lot of competition. It means the job you probably dream about, the job you want, your great dream job or career is so wanted by lots of other people. Hundreds, perhaps thousands of people. The process is also stressful. First, they look for advertised jobs. They look online or on job websites to find job openings at different companies. In the old days, people used to look in the newspaper. Sometimes people still do that, and sometimes they talk to friends and family to ask them if they know about any job openings, and they make a list then of all the job openings they have found. Then, of course, what do they have to do? For most job openings, they have to send in a letter with the resume. Most jobs require a letter and a resume, and some jobs also require DL application. So you have to fill out an application for the new job. All of this is very time consuming. Sometimes you have to contact the company or even go to the company's office, ask them to for application, submit your application, or at least submit your cover letter and resume, or as some people call it, a CV. Most people take a shotgun approach to job searching. What does that mean? Think of a shotgun. A shotgun is a gun that fires a lot of little bullets, a lot of little metal balls, and they go out over a wide area. So a shotgun is not precise, and this is how most people approach job searching. They just apply for lots and lots jobs, and they shoot down lots of resumes. What most people do is send these cover letter and resume to perhaps hundreds or more companies, and they send it one time, then they wait, and then comes the most stressful part of all. Waiting to get a response, hoping and praying to get a call, hoping and praying to get an email, hoping and praying to get a job interview. Quick after week passes, and with each passing week, the stress gets close and grows. Some people just give up. Some people are so discouraged after several weeks of this approach that they just give up and stop applying because it's so demoralizing and depressing to do all this work, to make all of these efforts, to have all of this hope, and then nothing happens, no success at all. Now, hopefully, finally, eventually a job interview will come and hopefully, eventually a job offer. And more job applicants are so relieved to finally have a job offer that they just accept the first offer they get because they're so tired of the stress, they're so unhappy, they're so desperate that they willing in the end to take any job offer, even if the job is really not what they want is, even if it's not that great. That's a terrible situation. It's a terrible decision. There's a better way to search for jobs. I thought instead of taking the shotgun approach, what if I tried to rifle approach? A rifle is the kind of gun that is much more precise. You can aim it to at one single target very effectively and do one shot at one target. With a rifle, it's easy to hit a faraway target. Instead of looking for job openings in the newspaper or on websites, I decided instead to choose the companies I really wanted to work at, my dream companies. I made a list of about 12 of them. Then I did research and found out which exactly is the department this I want to work in. Where could I truly work within that company? Then I called each company to find out who the manager of that department was. So I find out the name, phone number, and email of the actual managers for each position I wanted. I didn't know if they had a job opening or not. Next, I wrote a letter directly to that manager describing just one of my strengths and I include my resume. I sent a single letter to each of the managers on my list. Again, there were like 10 to 12 of them. Nothing happened. The next week, I wrote another letter to each of the managers on my list. My second letter, I described a different strength of mine and I include my resume again. Nothing happened. Week 3, I wrote a third letter to each of the managers on my list, describing just a different strength, a different skill of mine, a different way I could help them, and of course, again I include my resume. Nothing happened. I began to get worried, but I thought the old methods wasn't helping me. The old methods wasn't working. I continued trying this new method. Week 4, I did it again. Another letter to each manager. Yet another strength. And then week 5, something magical happened. Suddenly, I started to get response. I got phone calls. I got emails requesting an interview. I got 4 or 5 job interviews. Boom! In just a couple of weeks, in week 5 and 6. Now, these were interviews as the best possible companies, my top choice, my top list. So I was excited by each and every one of them. I went in and interviewed with each of the companies and I got several job offers. I accepted a job as one of my top choice. I was not desperate. This is the verbal approach, right? It's more targeted. What did I do differently? Number 1, I targeted my job search. I didn't just accept what I found on websites. I didn't just accept what was advertised. Instead, I made a decision. I chose which companies I wanted to work at. I didn't know if they had openings or not, but I figured maybe they this or maybe they don't know, but maybe in 4 weeks they might have an opening. So I made my list of 10 to 12 and then what I do. Then I did a campaign, a series of letters. Every week I sent a letter with my resume, week after week after week. Now Obviously, this is much different than what most people do. Most people, first of all, never send letters to a company that's not advertising for a job. I didn't care. I sent letters to companies that I wanted to work at. I didn't care if they advertising a job or not. I'm targeted companies, not advertised jobs. The second thing I did very differently was to send repeat letters to send several. More people only send one and they easily forgot it. But when you send several letters you get noticed because of the repetition. By using those two different methods, I was able to get a great job at the company that I very much wanted to work at. Once you learn this technique and master this technique, you will never again be stressed about job searching. Job searching will be easy and stress-free for you. Quote of the day: I don't regret the things I have done. I regret the thing I didn't do when I had the chance. Yeah.